This reading is for Group A. So take a minute and ground yourself and breathe. Smoky Quartz wand is for this group. And Smoky Quartz is about healing and protection. And Smoky Quartz, we'll get more into this, is a clearing away of any confusing energies. Let's put it that way. Again, this is for Group A. All my readings are timeless and random, meaning that whenever you chance upon it, then it's something, and if it resonates, it's something there that is meant for you to witness, to think about, to ponder, to be mindful of. And if this reading does not resonate with you, please check out the links below. I try to post 3 a week, and they're generally Group A, Group B, Group C, so whatever resonates with you. If it does, please like and share. And if you want to know when I post more, then please hit the subscribe button. Okay, let's go forward then. We have a lot to cover today, so let us begin. This is a Smoky Quartz point. It's actually not a point, it's actually a wand. It's a Smoky Quartz wand, and it has the effect of clearing any discordant, uncleared, foggy energies from you, your etheric body, your mind, your consciousness, your environment. So this is Smoky Quartz point for Group A. All right, Group A. There's a lot to cover at this time, so let me just begin. I pre-shuffled these. A lot of times I'll do that in meditation. Sometimes I shuffle right on. It depends. With this particular group at this particular time, I felt a need. I was going through my cards and or my decks rather, and there was this energy that just, the spirit was talking to me. So I have a lot of decks and I gravitate towards those that spirit wants me to work with. Sometimes they just fall off the shelf, and then I'll like shuffle the cards and see what comes out. So for Group A, this is the state of affairs that that is out there. Okay, so it's either happening right now or is going to be happening soon. Again, this reading is timeless, so if it resonates, that's fine. This is kind of a heavy card, and the reason why it's a heavy card, because it deals with people that are not, it's like if you see the chess pieces and you see the queen is down, right? The queen is down. So it's like a chess game. There are people that don't necessarily have some of y'all's best interest in mind. This could be a work situation, as in career. This could be family. This could be many things. It could be love. I tend to feel that with this particular thing, because it is a chess piece and there are many pieces, there's more than one person involved. And I tend to think of it as sort of like a boardroom, sort of like a place where people, and not necessarily a corporation, but could be where people are coming together and all of them have their own agendas, and their agendas aren't necessarily yours. And there's a lot of sort of like sort of trying to give a different, come across as something that they're not. All right, coming across as if they could be, concerned about you, but it isn't. It isn't really sincere, because at this time, a lot of these people are just sort of into it for themselves because of many reasons in their lives. Things are sort of upheavalish, being in sort of an upheaval kind of an energy. And when that happens, a lot of people tend to think with their, a little bit greedy, a little bit about what's best for them. And it's not necessarily that they aren't concerned about you, although this card really brings to the forefront a lot of that, of a lot of people that will seem to be sort of concerned about you, may say yes, what, okay, I'll do that for you, I'll check into that for you, or whatever. And this card is warning you, do not be gullible. keep your wits about you. It doesn't mean to be fearful. It means to be knowledgeable. It means to take responsibility for yourself and your direction, where you want to go, and keep on top of things in a quiet way. It doesn't mean pushing through right now in this particular environment. It means observing with caution. Remember that when emotions are high, intelligence runs low. So be intelligent and don't let your emotions or fears run away with you. Okay, so this is the situation, and I felt it was very necessary to bring it to the table because Spirit kept saying, you've got to deliver this message. So here you go. Okay, this may not apply to all of you. It may apply to some of you. It may apply to people you know. So if that's the case, feel free to share. All right, now I'm going to go into a couple of other little things here. Let me grab my cards. So this is you. This is you. This is those with whom it resonates, with who picked this reading. And really, it's about what you have within you and the fact that you're very guided, you're very guarded. If you want, open up to the energies of St. Michael. St. Michael carries a sword, and a sword is very much about clarity of thought. It's that intelligence factor. It's that observing, stepping back and just quietly observe what is going on and take mental notes, so that you can guide your path and ask for help from your highest self, from source, from St. Michael directly. And also this card is showing, because this represents the situation, you are very blessed. You are being protected. Just don't forget about that. Access that as you need. And remember that the light is always around you. And all you have to do is open up to it. Meditation really helps. Grounding really helps. I'll give you another few tips in a moment that will really help you. But just know that you are never alone, and that the angels are always with you. Particularly St. Michael, he's a warrior of light. So he will clear and cut away any of the confusions and illusions and self-limiting beliefs, all right? So there you are. What is crossing you right now, or your challenge right now, is to accept the beautiful bounty of the earth. This is the Nine of Cups. And cups are representative of water, which is emotions. So make sure that you have your emotions in check. There's a lot of good things coming for you. This card is very significant. Nine is significant about endings, but it's also very significant for projects, ideas. So it's the completion. It isn't necessarily an ending. Let's just say that's a completion. You've done a lot of work towards something. It's very passionate. You're very passionate about, or this could be a relationship too. So just keep that in mind. And it's success and triumph. Basically what the Nine of Cups has to do with. So it's an emotional thing that you should be happy about, that's going to come. This is your challenge, to stay happy and positive about something that is very fulfilling to you, that is emotionally important to you, okay? Okay. And stay open to the success and the triumph that is available to you, that is an opportunity for you, okay? That's one of your challenges. The reason this is like your foundation card, a lot of this has to do with love, okay? So the Two of Cups, there was a time that you were trying to make up. You were trying to make up something. You were either trying to make up to somebody or something to do with your work. You're trying to make up for lost time. You're trying to make up for research, or this could be a relationship card. And I feel that with many of you, this is both a yes, it's funny that I was going to say that, a financial, a relationship, and a business reading. It really feels that way to me. So everything isn't up front. You know, there are things hidden from you. There are other agendas. So be mindful of that. Know that your angels are with you and you have this strength. This is like you, Michael, you. This represents you and your highest self. See that child and that your highest self. Some people say it's your guardian angel. Some people say it's your direct connection to source. It is the highest vibration of you, which is very angelic. So whether you believe in angels, whether you want to call forth Michael, whether you want to call forth source, whether you want to call forth your highest self, know that it is within you. It cannot be separated or severed, and use that connection. Whatever is being offered to you, and a lot is being offered, this is your challenge, maybe even to go through and see what is being offered, because there's a lot of good, but you're going to need clarity. There's also a lot of emotion running through these decisions that you're going to have to make. And part of that definitely has to deal with a relationship, whether it's past or present or future. Just know. And in this position, really the foundation, the cause of the current situation, I would say it's either past or present, probably very present in your life right now. Some choice, some decision. What you are leaving behind, friendships, connections, a time when there was, and just behind you, a time where there was perhaps more affluence. You know, this affluence and generosity and money is that energy, that source. That energy is divine and it's eternal. It's forever circulating. So you're leaving behind your immediate past. Maybe you had more financial freedom, and maybe, not just more financial freedom, but you had more abundance, and this is also a card. I'm sorry, I'm dropping my other cards. This is also a card of not just abundance, but of friendships, of sort of, and because it's in the past, some of these ties that you're leaving behind. It doesn't mean for always, but maybe for now. Okay, so you're sort of leaving that behind. And what you're going into right now, I should grab my cards. I have so many, and I don't want to drop them. Is the goals, rather, what's crowning you. What you need to be consciously aware of at this time is the Queen of Wands. And look at her. She has a spark of the infinite. She knows how to play. It is a symbol of fire. Wands are fire. The direction of the direction of south, which clears away any how shall I put this? It purifies, it helps you to focus. It gives you that will, that intention. And she's the queen. She has mastered that. She is mastering that. She knows how to balance. The queen is also nurturing. And the queen doesn't need to be a male or a female. So if you're a male or a female, it's not about gender. It's about energy. So this is like what is crowning you, this desire within you. The queen is also nurturing, which means nurture yourself, not just others, but you too, because at this time you have to also nurture yourself. And there will be happy social events eventually coming into your life. This is something that you want. These are part of your goals. You want happy social events. You want to be clear. You want to be focused. You want to be able to nourish yourself and to help nourish others. This is what is crowning you again, okay? And so we're going to stick that one there. Okay, what is coming into your future right now is wonderful. It is really, really wonderful. You have a new cycle beginning, because as an old cycle is ending, a new cycle is beginning for you, and you pretty much have the opportunity to stand on top of the world if you learn to balance. Look at how she's balancing herself, and this could be male or female, it doesn't matter which, but if you'll look, there is the light and there's the shadow, and she is balancing between her fears to be, because one has to be cautious, right, but not fearful, and the light of an illumination. And between those two, she is able to balance. You are able to balance and stand on top of the world. This is what the universe is saying, and this is directly coming into your future, but you must balance. Meditation can help, walking, taking a bath, releasing the stress, like a tree, right? Like pretend that your roots run very, very deep. Visualize that. Visualize your center yourself with roots that go beyond the soil and all the way down to the depths of the earth, to the middle of the earth, to the core of the earth, and that light and that illumination, and release the negative, fearful, fear-based negative worries and anxieties, and learn to balance caution, and then drink up that light, and you will be able to see clearly and balance between what is happening, the mishmash of others energies and intentions, and your own divine self and desires, material and physical, and relationship desires, and economic desires. Okay, so one of the things to be, you're getting a lot of ones too, so one of the things that you need to have as far as an individual perspective, something that you need to be very, very aware of right now, is to look beyond illusions. This is the card of the self. This is what you need. This is another one of your challenges, is to look beyond illusions. And this card could, since this was in your challenge position, this Nine of Cups, I know you want things, but don't be so quick to grab them. Allow them to clearly see what's in each cup, what is being offered, and stand with a balanced clarity so that you can choose the best for you. Okay, and always blessing when you release, when that which doesn't fit you, which isn't good for you, always just bless it and let it go. Release, because you have to take care of you. You have to focus on you too, especially when there is so much confusion and other things happening in your life, in your environment, that, and whether it's right now or in the near future, that you need to be cognizant of in order for you to succeed. Okay, so your hopes and dreams are, or the thing, not your hopes and dreams, your environment right now is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords, remember, swords cut away. They cut away illusions. They are the direction of the east, which is illumination. The sun coming up in the morning, it rises in the east. It gives you illumination after the darkness of the night. You can see clearly. So you have the Ace of Swords for your environment and for what you need to, whether it's family, love, work, finances. This is your environment, and you need to see clearly, and again, not fearfully, just clearly, with clarity. And you are being offered this. This is the sword of clarity is being offered to you if you accept it. Okay, that's your Ace of Wands, your Ace of Swords, which is a powerful, also represents a powerful new beginning for you. So yeah, you're going to have offers, and even if those offers are just your own mind thinking of different startups or different, different alternatives to either love, building your nest egg, starting over. This is a powerful new beginning with clarity. Use that logic that you are capable of having. Remember, keep your emotions in control. That doesn't mean to lock them up, because we need our emotions. They tell us energetically how we feel about things, but if we're not careful, our emotions can run away with us. So we have to balance them. You have to balance the shadow and the light within you, the fears with all the hopes and the clarity, so that you have, you can be concerned about things and keep that in your awareness, and be clear so you can work through it. Observe what's going on, so that you will know which way to go. You will be armed, forewarned with which way to go. Your hopes and fears are two. They actually came side by side. And so you have the King of Swords, which is very calm. The King of Swords uh, is willing to think, needs to think accurately. So if you look at him, he's like meditating. He has the different. You can call them angels, you can call them spirits. Nature is with him. The light is with him. The sun is rising. He's in a very calm state. And he is thinking clearly about what he needs to do. He has his sword, which cuts through the illusion, and he has the owl, which is wisdom. And the owl is a bird of the night, and the night is a subconscious, and the owl brings him wisdom from his subconscious. So his need is to do some accurate, clear, calm thinking. Okay, so and that is your hopes and fears, is that you can do that. Alternatively, because this card came out at the same time that this one did, this is also part of your hopes and fear. And part of your hopes and fears happens to deal with the Knight of Cups, which is about in this particular case, it has to do with love or rushing into something that's very passionate of you. You know, knights don't always stop to think. They're crusaders. They rush in. And so what the knight is saying, you know, the two things that you need to do right now is to balance that energy, balance your emotions with your logic so that you may see clearly and therefore wisely navigate your life. Okay, and you're getting so many sword cards, which are for clarity. So your outcome are several. This is your outcome. This is your actually your final outcome. If you are positive, if you access that inner light, your highest self, that inner potential, you know, that clarity, call upon Saint Michael. And you know how to balance, and you stay true to yourself and balance, really balance, you will be sitting on top of the world. You will be the emperor. You will have what you need. You will have stability. You will have money. You will have certainty. You will have a balance in with all your assets, whether they are love, financial, career, family. Okay. Let me see what else. And you will be able to influence others. You will have a very powerful influence on others. You will be able to do so much. They are, again, gave me two more cards. This is your outcome, but I'm being told that you need to not rush. This is the Knight of Swords. And again, swords are clarity. So don't always think that just because something came clear, now I got to rush with it. I got to act on it immediately. No. Take time to meditate and calm and evaluate your facts. Remember, when emotions are high, intelligence is low. It does not mean to cut out your emotions. It means to evaluate and then be fair with yourself. Don't just rush headlong because you think you know what's happening too. So even though you are an emperor and you have all of this, alternatively, this emperor could mean that there's somebody who's going to guide you, but I really feel this is you. Just a caution that it's either others that are going to try, you know, with some idea to rush through. Either it's you or others around you that may have an idea to rush through. But I really feel like this is more you to telling you to slow down, enjoy, enjoy this person that you have become as an outcome. And also, alternatively, this means to me that you're going to not just stop there, that you are going to continue to evolve, that you're going to continue to have clarity and new ideas. You are a person of great vision. I feel this, I see this with the swords and with the passion, with the cups. So you have great magic within you if you can have that clarity. You know, you can definitely, the wands, and especially the Queen of Wands, she knows how to access her information, nature, how to work with nature. and understands nature, which is very interesting because the other card that I got for you for your outcome, and your outcome is this, but maybe the next step that you'll be going into requires you to be the magician. And the magician, look at him. Sorry, I don't want to drop the card. He has everything. He is the beginning. He is determination to reach yet a new goal. So it doesn't stop for you. You are creative. You will have everything that you want with clarity. And the magician is also a reminder of what dwells within you, a reminder of what you can access as far as your highest self and source together, and to blend that into the best version of you, that insight, those insights, and working with all the elements, working with all the knowledge and insights that your consciousness, your subconscious has given you, that universe has given you, that source has given you. And he sits very calmly, in a very meditative pose. And if you look at him, he's playing with also not just energy, but water, fire, earth, look at the green, air, and he's got all of these elements in balance with clarity. And fire is will, air is illumination and clarity, to be able to cut through the illusions. Water are your emotions, and earth is abundance. It is stability. It is foundation. And he works, he, she, it. These cards are not, I know the depiction is a gender, but the energy is what you're working with. And energy has nothing to do with gender. Energy just is. Okay, so whether you're male or female, remember these things. Now, universe has given me a few little things that I should talk to you about, and that I need to just kind of remind you, to help you. Call them, little breadcrumbs or ideas. Take or toss whatever resonates with you. Sometimes you just need to breathe, trust, let go, and see what happens. So this has to do with getting to this point. This is the universe saying, to getting to that point, that wherever you are right now, whatever all these things that you're trying to decide right now, that it's important for you to sometimes you need to breathe, trust, and let go. Trust the angels, trust source, trust your higher wisdom, trust your goals of where you want to go, your expression, your highest, goal, your best accomplishments that you want to have come about, and allow the universe to manifest. Give the universe time to manifest. We don't always know all the answers. That's why we meditate, and then we breathe, we let go, and we see what comes. Remember, the silent observer, okay? It's important. You're going to be in situations where everything is not above board. You're going to be in situations coming up. If you're not already, then they're coming up, that are that you need to have clarity and wisdom and your wits about you, and not believe everything other people are saying. Search your own inner self. I also, for some of you, there seems to be addictions, either to love or other things, thoughts, it could be addictive thoughts, things you keep thinking about over and over again, which perhaps aren't serving you that well. So be clear. And opportunity may knock only once, but temptation leans on the doorbell. It could be about love. It could be about a love interest or something, a career that's tempting you, but somehow in your heart, it doesn't quite feel right. Again, meditate and pray. The answers will come, and trust. Let go, let God. Wait. It's okay to say, you know what, I need a little more time to think about this. I'll get back to you. Or, yeah, basically, in your own words. I'm not that great about saying things like that. That happens to be one of my past things, was, telling people like, hey, I need time to think about this. Because, when we are very giving, when we are very loving, when we want to share, when we want to help others, we can jump in, and we need to allow. We need to not allow temptation to get the best of us. We need to use our mind, our reasons, and let our emotions be balanced, right? Between our fears and our concerns and our insights, so that we may clearly see what is necessary, what we need to do. So, opportunity only knocks once, temptation leans on the doorbell. And I don't feel that opportunity really only knocks once. I feel that opportunity will knock several times because the universe wants the best for you, so it's going to keep on knocking. However, you can keep putting obstacles in front of yourself and continue to be react mindlessly or without as much mindfulness and insight as in clarity as you need, and you could be setting up blocks for yourself that are painful. Okay, so be weary, be aware. um, there is a time, so that's why I said about the temptation, because there is a time for detoxification, a time for purification. Again, whether it's your own thoughts that have spiraled out of control, thinking worst case scenarios or fearfully, or whether it's others playing games with you, or whether it's someone that, the foundation card was really, about love. So whether it's somebody that's toxic in your life, you need to let go, because you may be passing by the opportunity through your temptation for a better love, for someone that resonates better with you, that will give you the things, that will bring to the table the same things that you're bringing: love, honesty, clarity, that wants the same goals and has the same vibration, holding the same vibration that you do. So do not be fooled. Do not be fooled, because whoever this is has the intention, or people, they don't care if they step on you. Okay, and I hate to put it like in those words, but that's what I'm feeling. It's like they knock the queen down. They're for themselves. So don't allow yourself to be knocked down. Okay, when emotions are high, intelligence runs low. So balance. I'm also being told, so this one was purification. Sorry, I'm so sorry. A time for cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to. Can you see that? I'm sorry, I get ahead of myself sometimes a little bit, but anyway. So this is another thing you're being warned about. You're being asked. It's not so much a warning. It's just keep that in mind, and keep purifying yourself. Access this highest part of you. This is you. This is your potential. It's not even your potential. This is who you really are. This is what is really in you. You are divinely protected. You are divinely guided. Ask, okay? Because this came out too. And whether you are, whether you believe in Mother Mary, just think of it as the yin, the force of nurturing, the force that will help heal you, will help heal your emotions. And it says, Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So definitely pray. You get two cards here. I mean, really seriously. St. Michael, if I was you guys, St. Michael and Mary, in whatever, if you're into the goddesses, that's fine. You can ask Athena, you can ask Kuai Yin, you can ask the female anima within you, because we all have male and female. We are all yin and yang. As Jung would say, we have the anima and the animus. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry, Spanglish, but I'm trying. So really, this is important for you. So access that part of yourself. Pray to whoever, and get assistance if necessary from someone that an energy that you trust. It could be counseling. It could be just praying. But counseling is good too if there's someone that you trust, someone that you can talk to about some of these feelings, or just write them down and see what universe answers. A good thing, and I don't have my Yeah. I don't have my journal here to show you. I have several journals, and many of my journals are always about asking, about something that I have a problem with, or something that I'm not sure about, and I'll write it down and think of answers. I'm also a writer, so I have like like the main thing that I'm trying to accomplish with the like the different points out, like maybe 6 or 7 different obvious answers, and then I ask spirit, and spirit gives me sometimes those same answers, and many times other things, other insights that I hadn't known that I even needed or wasn't aware of. So definitely pray in your own way, whether it's affirmations, prayer, journaling, meditation. Find your way. We are not alone. You are never alone. Whether you believe it or not, you are a spark of the infinite. You are connected and divinely protected. Your heart, your soul, okay, and yourself. If you wish to be, you can ask. You can ask for that. And Saint Michael is one of the strongest. There are many, many others. And just believe, expect, let it go. Sometimes you just need to breathe, pray, trust, and see what happens. But always use your mind, okay? This is so important. All right, so now we're getting into a couple of little things that I want to say. Sometimes the most healing thing you can do is to stand up for yourself. One of the things that I got was fire. The element of fire burns away the night, right? The fire illuminates, and it provides us with warmth. It also is it purifies. It gives us a sense of focus. It is a way to burn away the fears that we have in our hearts. It's a way of standing up to yourself, standing up for your truth. And really, a lot of this has to do with confidence and about, sometimes the most healing thing you can do is to stand up for yourself respectfully and say, you know what? No. Or, you know what? I'm sorry, but no. And no, I don't wish to discuss it. I'm sorry. Because you don't have to engage with people that are going to A, drain your energy, and B, try to confuse you and guilt you out and all that business. If you feel that you don't want to, stand up for yourself, whether it's job, family, friends, lovers. It doesn't matter. Hold your truth. Honor yourself. Again, here you have what is crowning you. The Queen of Wands. She is a fire element. Wands are a fire element. It is within you. So be clear. Access that. Speak up for yourself. Honor yourself. Do not let others manipulate you, okay? Be clear. Ask for guidance and protection. The other thing that I got was air. Work with the element of air to see the truth. Oh, and before we do that, let me just read this little. Let me read the fire thing. It says the element of fire hurls new life and positive transformations. I hope you can read that. Let me back up so you can see the whole thing. Okay. So we have that too. I'm running out of places to put, but we will put it here. All right. Then we have air. Work with the element of air to see the truth. Air, again, swords. The direction is east. You have the swords over and over again, from the King of Swords to the Knight of Swords. Clarity, wisdom. Saint Michael again carries his sword. I don't know if you can see his sword right there, but he always carries a sword. So that's how he cuts away to the truth. Okay, so air is asking for you to clear away it's about the mental realms of communication, intellect, cutting illusions in order to act wisely and be prepared. Think of it as you are, and I always go back to this, the Charioteer. Okay, and the Charioteer, for those of you that are familiar with the Tarot, the Charioteer has to do with, it's either horses or Sphinx, and he's on a Charioteer. One is going one direction, the other one is going the other, and he has to be balanced. He has to be balanced, and he has to be strong and agile and centered so that he can navigate safely through his paths in life, the chosen paths in life, because there are always distractions, there are always bumps, there are always, you know, a lot of times things just are not clear, and you want to be able to act from your authentic self in a powerful and in a clear and wise and respectful and honorable way to yourself and others. And sometimes that just means telling others, again, the fire, standing up to them and saying, no, respectfully, I either disagree, or no, I am not doing that, or no, I am not comfortable with that. Well, why not? Da 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 da, diddly dee. And you can just say, because I don't, and walk away. Just say, I don't, this is how I feel, and respect that. And if they don't respect that, they're not the right people for you, okay? We are coming back to Smoky Quartz, okay? Smoky Quartz. And Smoky Quartz, I'll read you what the card says, but for me, Smoky Quartz has always been about clearing your energy, about protection, about purification, about strength and determination. Let's see what they say here. It says, we got the Smoky Quartz. Because I grabbed my Smoky Quartz, and then the cards came out. This isn't the only one, I'll tell you in a minute. But okay, so there are unhealthy, oh wow. There are unhealthy things in your life, habits, behaviors, food, people, okay? And let's just rephrase this. I'm sorry, I read it wrong. I'll leave it here for a minute so you can read it. Are there unhealthy things in your life, habits, behavior, food, people, that do not serve your highest good? This stone can help you release them. Smoky Quartz facilitates detoxification on all levels. It helps ground out negative energies and raises it to a higher vibration. Smoky Quartz also absorbs electromagnetic frequencies from microwave, cell phones, and computers. But here's the best thing too. Here's an affirmation. As I detox and release things, people of a lower frequency, I raise my vibration so only positive energy surrounds me. And this is so important. Your entire reading has been about cleansing, detoxification of your body and your mind, your thoughts, and your environment, about opportunities being there, but don't be tempted by the lower frequencies, right? And I'm certain that's why you guys kept getting so many swords and so many fire, so many wands, and so much energy for clearing, so much energy and advice for, warnings to clear. And I don't want to say warnings or advice, but it's just insights, right? Interestingly enough, interestingly enough, we got another card, and it's B-Bomb. And B-Bomb is also the Two of Fire, or the Two of Wands, which is also about purification, about focus, about harnessing the power of desire and confidence and creativity, courage and empowerment, bright spirits. Be original. Be confident about what must be done, You know. And if you don't know, get clear. Ask for guidance. Ask your highest self. And then calmly meditate, observe. You've got all that you need. It's all within you. Just take it slow. That's the other thing that I wanted to say, is that if you're not certain about things, it's good to A, be the silent observer and watch, and B, it's also good to take it slow. So standing up for yourself doesn't necessarily mean that you have to tell somebody no. It could mean that at this time I'm not certain, or I will get back to you. I'll get back to you on that, until you feel more clear. I also got, which was really weird, I got the four of water or mint. Now I use mint in my surroundings. One of the things that mint is very, very, very good for is for cleansing, for clarity, for money, for luck, for good fortune. Mint is how can I put this? Mint is governed by Mercury, which is communication. So one of the things that I do, and let me see if I have it here. Oh, yes, I do. I'm sorry. Give me a minute to okay. So I have a little spray bottle, and my little spray bottle has some mint oil. I happen to use wintergreen. I use essential oils, and I spray this in my environment to clear the air. Okay, and it helps me. It kind of takes away, whether it's aromatherapy, whatever you want to call it. Um, it helps bring clarity and dissipate any negative energies, any energies that I don't want, because mint is also uh, for to allow me to take time for myself so that I can clearly see what is around me. And one of the things that they say, mint also discourages spiders. Mint also, like I've heard that rodents don't like the smell of mint. So there's a lot of good cleansing properties to mint. So I happen to use mint, and I also put a little salt because I happen to feel that salt is a purifier, and so I do that. That is my personal thing. But you don't have to do that, and you can always just put a little dab of mint essential oil in your on your in a, what do you call it, in a handkerchief, and stick it in your pocket, or a little dab in a little handkerchief and stick it in your purse, whatever, just so that you can smell it, or a little bit on your lapel. Make sure that it doesn't male or female, it doesn't matter. Make sure that it doesn't stain your clothes. Or just a little spritz, just a little mint and water, and spritz yourself before you go to work or you leave or whatever, or your environment. So that's very important. The other thing that I wanted to say, since we're talking about purification right now, is things that I use. Pine. Pine for forever, for centuries, has been known as a cleanser. It disinfects. You can use it to sweep away anything that is a lower energy, right? Sweep away anything that harms. Sweep away anything that is fogging my mind. And pine can also be used and you can use essential oil. You don't have to use, or pine salt. Geez, that's why people have been using pine salt for centuries. And pine has been used for centuries. Boughs of pine brought in, sprigs of pine, whatever you want to call it, or pine cones are used. You can alternatively, if you have a dry sprig, you can burn it. And you can use it, and as your two ways. You can use fresh pine and smell it, inhale it as you're grounding yourself, and visualize the cords that you want to cut. The cords that you want to cut with people or situations that you're too entangled with and you can't see clearly. And so you can visualize them, release them, and even you could use this to release them and wish them well, wish no harm. You never do harm. You just release them up to God. Just release out of your life, and so you can use it that way. If it was dry, you could burn it. You could burn it, and I would suggest that you burn it in a safe place, a bowl or some kind of metal safe place on your fireplace, to, again, get rid of all those energies that you want, that you don't want, all those ties that are draining you, that no longer serve you, that are not good for you, that are negative, or addictions of the mind, of the body, of the heart, just clearing it away and asking for clarity. So pine is very good for that, for many, many uses. The other thing that I wanted to tell you about was bay laurel. And you should, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but one of the things that bay is very good for victory. It's also luck and money, as well as protection. It is also fire, ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter, it grants, is very powerful. He is very powerful. They say that if you ask Jupiter for guidance when you need clear thought and justice done. Okay, so bay leaf is protection, purification, it's healing, it gives you strength, It's a higher mind. It gives you higher mind insights, and you can carry one in your wallet, in your pocketbook, in your pocket, or just leave some out in your space, right? And you leave some out. Obviously, you can cook with it too. It's wonderful, delicious. Okay, the other thing that I was going to show you, and I don't want to overwhelm you, but one of the things, another fire, uh, which we're dealing with a lot of air and fire here, elements of air and fire for clarity, is clove. I don't know if you can see these. These are just little cloves. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if you can't see it. I take cloves. They look like this. Oh my God, they're so delicious. The smell is delicious. Oh, I love the smell of cloves. And you can use clove oil, but I like real cloves. And I do have clove oil too. They say it's great for toothaches or whatever, so that's just an aside. But clove is also very good for purification. Clove is very good for protection. Clove also has to deal with luck, and clove is also a fire element. And it has to do with your will, for healing things that you need to stand up for, like healing yourself and speaking up for yourself and just clearing your energy, clearing the energy. Can you see that little clove? If I hold it up by the window there, you can see it. Now, what I do is that with this clove, I personally, and you may, or you don't have to, you can carry it with you. You can also burn it. You can burn it. People burn sage, palo santo, pine cones, whatever. But clove is also, and what I like about clove is that sage is wonderful, but sage can be so overpowering. It smokes so much. So if you have a lot of allergies and stuff, sometimes a little clove, and unless I relight it, it's going to go out momentarily. So you can relight it again and again. So there's that. And I'm going to drop that one right into that bowl with my Palo Santo. I'm sorry that this is such a long reading, but it was so important. All these things came out, and so I really feel that I need to share them with you. Again, if this reading does not resonate with you, take what you need, leave the rest, and check out the descriptions below. There'll be other readings. And again, these readings are all timeless and random. So if you're here, perhaps there was something that you needed or you needed to see so that you could share, or just keep in mind. And we're not done yet. I'm so sorry. This is running so. There were another couple of crystals that I got for you, and one of them, and this keeps coming up with a lot of readings for this week. And this is a yellow calcite. And calcite is good for releasing mental, for getting clarity. It's very good for releasing anxiety. You can hold a piece and meditate on it. I think I have another, in one of my links, there's another video. I think it was a C. Anyway, it talks about calcite as well. And for that video, I had a much bigger piece. In this video, I just have a small calcite orb. Okay? And if you don't have, and you can't get calcite orb, look for a marble, a yellow marble, or a piece of amber. Anything that is yellow, because yellow has to do with your chakras that give you, it gives you, what you call it, confidence and clarity. Okay, so let's read calcite. Calcite releases stagnant energy, and the color yellow enhances mental clarity. Yellow calcite can boost your brain power and intellect, and is especially helpful if you are studying, writing, or learning a new subject. Carry yellow calcite or place it on your desk to stimulate and sharpen your mind. Affirmation: my mind is sharp, clear, and alert. I easily process and retain information. So calcite, my friends. If you have a piece of calcite, that's great. If you don't, if you have a piece of topaz, a piece of amber, whatever yellow stone, I just happen to have gotten calcite, came out of my deck again. And like I said, if you don't have that, a yellow ball, a yellow marble, just visualize yellow, a chi ball. Those of you that work with chi energy, and balancing chi energy, that whole chi energy thing. Visualize that radiant golden yellow ball, visualize that. You know, the color back here that you see with the magician there. The same color that is in the wands that she is completely, she is sitting on that fire, that energy, okay? Let me see what else. Okay, one last, not one last thing. There's a couple of more things. I also got chrysocolla, and it has to do with sound healing. And I'm not sure if I have. I'm sure I have some tumbled stone, some chrysocolla somewhere. I'll have to check and see if I do. But anyway, chrysocolla blends the heart chakras with the throat chakra. Ooh, speak your truth. It balances the emotions, and brings peace and harmony to the mind and the heart. Ooh, 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 peace and harmony. Yes, peace and harmony. Knowing how to balance the heart with the mind. Okay, so chrysocolla blends the heart chakras with the throat chakra. It balances the emotions and brings peace and harmony to the mind and heart. When used in combination with mantra, chant, spoken prayer, or sacred song, it facilitates sound healing. Chrysocolla is a good stone for counselors, therapists, and anyone who uses the spoken word to heal and comfort others. Affirmation: my voice has power. I use it to improve the well-being of myself and others. Chrysocolla. Now, I am an artist. I am also a musician, and I do a lot of clearing with music. You probably can't see. That's one of my drums. I have many, 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 many drums. I also have a lot of tuning forks, and they are all like different notes, so that different notes corresponds with different parts of your body: physical, etheric, emotional, and mental, for clarity. But anything as simple as a little, as a triangle, or even a bell. And by the way, bells are also very connected to the East. And the East is connected to the swords. The East is connected to illumination and clarity. And music gives you that clarity. A lot of times when you're not certain and you really want to ground yourself, it's really good to play music, or on your own, you know, whether you play piano or an instrument or whatnot, or sing, even in the shower. And it's also very good to listen to some sounds, and also to release that energy. You know, fire element is also about movement. And a lot of times when we can't see, you know, we can't think clearly, we can't see, we need time to not only meditate, but also alternatively mind to stimulate the body, such as in dance, you know, free dance. You don't have to be some expert dance. You could do the samba. Is that a dance? I don't know. The swim, you know, the whatever, you know, I don't know. Whatever dance, you know, and dance is a way to allow that energy to move and clear from yourself, to let go and to have fun, because, you know, to be joyful. So a couple of other things that I wanted to say, and because this isn't over, we've got 3 more cards. Okay, so then renewal, as part of your as part of what is happening to you, as part of your como se llama, your outcome. Renewal is very much part of your outcome. And this I'm going to read you actually from the book, because these cards are new to me and I don't know them that well. I know that the root is very important for, and I've done some root work, it's very important to be centered, to be grounded. And many times, a lot of us, especially if we're very sensitive, can be, you know, sort of toppled over. You know, we really need to ground and really center ourselves so we can see things clearly. Okay, so anyway, this one is saying, I'm going to read it to you. It says, renewal, there is another beginning. What appears to be an end may not be one after all. This may turn into a remarkable opportunity. Trust that whatever is coming is better than what you have known to this point. On a personal situation, It says, I am positive in the face of change. Am I positive in the face of change or defeated? Am I ready to step into a new me? Well, this whole reading has been about, this is you. Are you ready to accept that? You know, are you ready to be the emperor? Whether you're male or female, it's the energy, all right? That confidence, that certainty, that working through, and you have it within you, you know? You have it within you. You know how to get there, you know. This is something that has become clear to you through this reading. You know, if you take these steps, if this resonates with you, okay? And the other card that I got was, again, prayer, was the, I believe this is the like calcite. The yellow is representative. Let me be clear on that, because I don't even know if it's going to tell me on this. I always thought it was the, you have your base chakra, you know, your root, your base, your sacral, and it's the one in the middle. It's your solar plex. That's what this is. It's your solar plex chakra. And your solar plex chakra has to do with confidence. Confidence. So it's telling you prayer. And if you look at it too, they're serving you some lemonade, which is good for detoxification. You know, I work a lot with like different herbs and healings and things of that nature. And so I love lemon juice. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Squeeze some lemons into some water, and it's so good for your arteries and everything else, and clarity. It's very healthy for you. It's natural vitamin C, and not that there's anything wrong with vitamin C. I take that too, but just saying. So anyway, so your sacral chakra. Let's find out what this says, because that one came out at the last minute, so I didn't even have it, you know, didn't even see. So are these even in, here's yellow. They're not in alphabetical order. Ooh, interesting. It says yellow, explore your thought processes. So let us look for overall impressions. Keywords for yellow are creative, intellect, precise, cooperative, reasonable, innovation, originality, wisdom, and instinct. Okay, so let's look for yellow. Prayer. Prayer. Oh, here we go. Prayer. Prayer. My prayers are answered. Oh, yes. I don't care how you pray. Your prayers are answered. Yes. Have faith. Do the work. Have faith. Okay? Ask for help. Do the work. Have faith. You know it. It's in you. Okay, so let's just finish this. It says, cool lemonade is a reminder that there is always a plan. If you were sidetracked from your path, then you will be guided back to your true calling. Oh, how beautiful. Yes, because this is what we're working for in these readings. You know, is to find your authentic self, to be and be brave and know who you are. You know, even if sometimes the way gets a little cloudy or uncertain, you know, to pray about it, to look within, to research and gather the resources necessary so that you're prepared with some clear and calm insight and kindness. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having this open heart. Just be careful, because there are people that will take advantage, especially if you're sensitive. And I really feel like in this group, a lot of you are. You know, you're very sensitive, and sometimes we can be easily taken, you know. I hate to say that. And it's not that we're stupid, maybe a little tad gullible sometimes, because we have this desire to really believe in others. You know, we know what we feel, and we kind of take it for granted that everybody else feels that way, and, you know, and that because we have their best interest at heart, that they're going to have ours. And, you know, I hate to say it, it's not always the case. And it can be so painful, and sometimes it's so painful that you have to sever those connections. You have to sever those ties, and if you're not severing them completely, at least putting them in a more proper, in a more mindful, in a more realistic perspective. Okay, and so let's see what this says. And I'm so sorry this is taking so long. It says personal inquiry. In my most powerful thoughts are a form of prayer. How can I live in active prayer? Well, silence your heart, silence the mind. And I don't mean quiet it, like stomp on it and say, don't talk. I mean, quiet it down and trust yourself and see what comes up. Find out alternative paths for yourself that will help you get clear. Detox from the constant turmoil and negativity, the self-doubts, and just be calm and quiet and analytical and ask for guidance, and it will come. And at the very end, guess what I see? Two of Cups. And it may not be this. In fact, what I'm really feeling is that this is a new beginning with someone, a new beginning with someone new. When you release these toxic people and these toxic situations and these toxic, and it could even be your own toxic thoughts, then you will attract the right person for you, the whole, being whole, as in not fractured person, not fractured self, but a whole self for you. You will have your empress to your emperor. And if you're a girl, then you will have your this is your counterpart to that. So these readings they're not gender based. They are just for whoever needs to hear this and as it resonates. And so, yeah, you're going to have love again. You're going to have the right person, the right people in your life. You're going to have everything that you desire. You are the magician. You have that energy with you. You have renewal, the promise of renewal coming to you. You are going to be your outcome is this, the Emperor, stable, secure, financially, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Just there's a few things to watch out for that you need to be mindful of, and it's all doable, and you don't have to do any of the little bay laurel or the the like chamomile for calming, and so that you could see clearly, calm your heart. The other thing that I was going to tell you is that also sometimes when we're anxious, sorry, be careful that you are balancing your life, because we tend to like maybe doing too much coffee or too many stimulants. We're too stimulated emotionally. And so, what was I going to say? How do you say that word? Oh, exercise. Yeah. So exercise is very good. Is very good for you. It helps you to calm down, realign. So whether it's exercise or a bath, meditation, grounding, music, clearing your environment, mint, whatever it is, aromatherapy, or a combination thereof, do what works for you. Pray how it is best for you, and believe, really, really, really believe. You're not alone. Your prayers are answered, and I am praying for all of you. I'm seriously sending you all a lot of light and love and peace and clarity, and just have faith. It's going to be okay. Stay strong. Speak your truth. Honor yourself. Beware of this particular time where those in your environment, whether it's work or love or whatever, some people are obviously in for it for themselves and may try to BS you. So be clear, be firm, be wise, and have faith. And don't close off your heart. Just balance. Okay? Balance. This is your future card. Balance those concerns with light. Don't give in to the fear. Balance is key. Okay, all of you, I love you. This was the reading for Group A, and for more readings, look at the descriptions below. There are links for more readings, and if you like it, please share, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up. And blessings for all of you, always.